Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 2250 game I had with my Deathwing against some Chaos. So to start off, when I got there, I was actually looking to do some fantasy, and so was my opponent, but it just turned out that we both brought dwarves, and we didn't want to have a game like that, so whatever, we pulled out these guys. In his Chaos list, he has kind of a mix here. He has a unit of 10 guys with 2 Meltas, and I think a Power Fist and 1 Rhino. The other Rhino with the Havoc Launcher has 2 Plasma Guns, and the guy with the Fist, he has 2 units of, I think it's 12 guys, 12 Sonic Marines, and then the unit champ has a Power Weapon. He has a big unit of, I think it was 18 of the Thousand Suns, and he has a Sorcerer there, and there's also the Sorcerer character, so that's going to be causing some pain. And then on the far left there's that Land Raider, and inside that there's Berserkers and a Khorne Lord with Demon Weapon. And on my side, I have the largest Deathwing army that I've ever been able to use. And what I have here is I have 6 units, 4 of them having an assault cannon, 2 of them have flamers, and then I have 3 others where 2 of them have cyclone missile launchers. One of them there's the apothecary, and then there's also a unit of combat guys. So yeah, should be lots of fun. The game we got was Annihilation. And as you can see from this picture, things were pretty clear. I mean, there's some terrain on the sides, but that was really it. It's really the hill with the one building in the center. So my plan here was to swing down to the right to really deal with these pieces of his army and try and avoid the Land Raider as long as I can. And then when I do have to deal with it, the plan is to bait them out with 1 unit and then counter with my combat troops and things. One thing I should mention though is that this is actually after my first turn, so that's why I'm a little bit more spread out. The 2 units went up so that I can shoot up that 1 Rhino, but all my shots against the Rhinos failed. All I got done was I killed a couple of Thousand Suns guy and I think 1 Noise Marine, so that's it. His turn, he's just moving up to shoot me while the 1 Rhino hides behind the Land Raider. His shooting back kills 2 Terminators, and that's it. He was really kind of cursing my Apothecary, who really just saved a guy every single turn. So on my turn, I decide to kind of go for it. At the top, I'm there to bait him, and at the bottom, I go and rush this 1 Rhino, hoping to destroy it and then to be able to move on to his other guys. The problem is, I didn't even destroy the Rhino, and the way I'm looking at it now is that now I have these 2 units on the right that are kind of separated off, and they can easily be destroyed, and then everything else is too far back to keep him out of combat. I mean, the one of the closest units is that combat one, but I need that against the Berserkers, so I think I'm in a bit of trouble here. So on his turn 2, the Land Raider dumps out the Berserkers and the Khorne Lord. And after his turn it looks like this. So the Berserkers wiped out the squad at the top. I did a little bit of damage back. And he also wiped out the 2 squads over there. I mean, he has so much shooting from these units over here. And yeah, so he's winning 3 kill points to nothing. And I really have to turn things around or else I'm in trouble. So on my turn 3, I make my move against the Berserkers and the Lord. I make sure here, as you see, that Belial's touching a Berserker, and I have a Fist against the Lord. And at the same time, over here, I'm trying to take on these 2 units. Alright, so at the end of my turn, this is what it looks like. I wiped out the Berserkers. The Khorne Lord actually rolled a 1, so he did nothing. And then I totally wiped them out with just the loss of 1 guy. I did okay against the regular core unit there, but they held. But unfortunately, I got my butt kicked on the other side because, of course, both the Sorcerer and the character Sorcerer, Sorcerer Lord there, have force weapons. So they're just cutting through my guys. I had 1 left that was Fearless, and then I failed my Fearless save, so there's another kill point to him. And yeah, like I said, now I'm really separated from those Noise Marines, so they can be shooting me up like crazy. And then it was on his turn, and I think he made his 1 big mistake. I think his idea was that he just wanted to swamp that unit to kill them and then kind of fall back. But the way that actually worked out is he only killed 2 of my guys. I killed a good number of his. Like I wiped out that 1 remaining unit of 3. And then from his Fearless test, he actually lost another 1 from each squad. So now he's caught in combat. I can counter him. And yeah, I think that was a bit of a blunder on his side. So my turn 4, that's what I do, is I throw the 2 units into the Noise Marines, while another unit takes on 1,000 Suns again. You know, I try and shoot them down to reduce them, but one of the things I should mention is that actually before that 1 guy died last time, is he killed the Sorcerer Lord, so at least he just has a 1 unit champ there. So, end of the round, this is what it looks like. I wiped out one of the Noise Marine squads. The other one's locked in. There was one Terminator squad that couldn't get into combat anymore, so they're forced out. And on the other side, he did no damage to me, and I only did a tiny bit to him. But the main thing is that they're locked in. That's the main thing I need to be happening. So back to his turn, there's not much he can do. You know, his Land Raider just keeps on trying to shoot up my squads, and then his one Rhino's coming over to try and do one last desperate attack, but in combat again, he just did nothing to me, and then I wiped him out. And yeah, it just seems that the luck has just gone to my side now, and of course I'm just way ahead of kill points at this point. So back to my side, I destroy both Rhinos, and now I'm moving up to take on that last squad. On his turn, between shooting and combat, he wipes out one of the two squads I had up there. My turn 6, I just go and I wipe out his squad there between shooting and combat, and right now he only has the Land Raider. So then on his turn, he just shoots with his Land Raider again, kills one Terminator, and that's it. So a fairly decisive victory for my Terminators here, my Deathwing. And a few things that led to it. I mean, of course, his Chaos Lord rolling a 1, so he didn't get any attacks, really saved me up there. I mean, I still would have probably won that combat, but I should have taken a lot more losses than I did doing it. As well, he had that blunder where he charged me with the Norse Marines rather than just keeping his space and shooting me. And just in the end, it just seemed that the dice turned against him, and I just kept on making my saves. I mean, there was one time his Sorceress did that flamer weapon where I get no saves, but then he failed all his rolls to wound. So I mean, it's just stuff like that that really started turning the tide. But anyway, nice to have a win, and I'll be back with another game right away here. Bye.